Welcome to Walking Simulator. Episode 4. It's not a phase, the music that made us who we are.
Welcome back to Walking Simulator.
Episode 4. We're here again in the library. We're not changing locations on y'all this time.
We thought about it,
Maybe
though.
next time, though. But yeah, so today is a music-filled episode. Not literally, like we're not playing music.
No, we're going to talk about music and
Yes.
what is, I guess, what we listened to when we can start with what we listened to when we were younger.
Yeah, so
The kind of music, I guess.
I
genre.
created this topic of conversation for this week's podcast to talk about how music has either inspired us, changed us, what we used to listen to as kids, what kind of music got us into liking music, because I've been listening to music for my whole life, and so have you, and you also are an aspiring DJ, and you're constantly practicing that too.
Yeah.
So I figured this is kind of both in our wheelhouse, especially since we both like a lot of different types of music.
Yeah.
Collectively, we kind of
It's
cover
different,
everything
but-
except country.
Yeah, exactly. Country is not
I
in
don't
there.
like country,
not in the
neither
list.
do you. Yeah,
Um,
but yeah.
I've been making a thumbnail and just putting our favorite albums on there.
Mm-hmm.
At least ones we can think of right now, because there are
Yeah.
too many.
I went through, so I have an app on my phone called stats.fm, and it's like your Spotify stats. You have to pay for it, but I had stuff in my Google Play balance that I could just use, and it tells you who you listen to the most. Like every 4 weeks, it like updates it. It has for your like lifetime, so it'll have all of the artists you've ever listened to on Spotify, tell you what song you've played the most, and what artist you've listened to the most. It's like
Wish I could've
Spotify
done
Wrapped. It's like Spotify Wrapped, but better, because it's just all the time. And I like to know like what songs am I overplaying right now.
There are songs I overplay.
Yeah, that's just how it is. But what would you say? So my first topic of this part was going to be, what genre of music would you say you started listening to as a kid that like?
More R&B and pop.
So when you were younger, like
So,
in
like, Michael
high school
Jackson.
and middle school, you
Yeah.
were listening to.
I was listening to people like Michael Jackson, of course.
Okay,
Mariah Carey.
that's valid.
The big names, I guess.
Yeah,
the
so like
really
popular music. Yeah, literally
musicians.
just pop music. Okay, that's valid.
Like Beyonce and Alicia Keys.
For me, I didn't really listen to good music until I was in like high school, because like your parents are Christian, my parents are Christian, so there's a lot of like Christian music. So there's a lot
Yeah.
of like just Christian rock,
Yeah.
like Switchfoot, Reliant K. I listen to Toby Mac, if you know Toby Mac,
Yeah, I do.
the rapper. I don't listen to him anymore because his music is really cringe. It's so bad. But that was kind of what got me into music. People like Newsboys.
Nope.
You know
There's
the
going to be
Newsboys?
tons of music I don't know.
They are like a Christian rock band, but not that great. They were
They're all
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest.
Christian music in general is just kind of mid, in my opinion. I think the
I
best Christian rock
understand it,
band,
but there are real good musicians
say
who are Christian.
Switchfoot is probably the best Christian rock band, and they've actually had songs in popular movies. They have a song in Cabin in the Woods, if you know that horror movie.
I don't like horror.
But yeah, so that's kind of me. And then, did you have like friends who influenced your taste in music?
Yeah, pretty much all my friends or
Yeah.
people I was around, like in high school,
Yep.
there were popular songs everyone knew and everyone had it.
Mm-hmm.
Like everyone wanted to listen to that song or like
Yeah.
get people on it. But then
What
honestly,
about like your siblings?
they're pretty much the same. We all like kind of just same music.
But they would. Are they older? Like you have older siblings?
My older brother,
So did he? Don't you have an older sister too?
twin sister,
Oh, okay.
all of us, we have our own music taste.
Yeah.
And it's way different.
That's cool though.
But Also, like, there's tons of music from the early 2000s and 90s and 80s
Yeah,
that we just all know.
that's fair. And yeah, it's like everyone kind of like you put a song on and everyone knows it.
Yeah, I was like Justin Timberlake, Chris Brown
Yeah.
when I was in the early
The
2000s.
like classic club music too from like the early 2000s.
Yeah. Early 2000s is for sure club music.
Yeah.
That's what you should play.
Like Flo Rida,
Flow Rider, yeah.
T-Pain.
Waka Flocka. Have you ever listened to his music?
I know.
It's
I know.
hilarious.
Who-
Some rappers like
They? Is it just one dude?
yeah.
Okay. He's just a
And
rapper.
with rappers though, like I think rapping is funny. I think some rappers are really funny. Like I don't mean the music is funny. I just mean what
Yeah.
they say, what the lyrics are.
He just
or
be saying
just
some
tell-
out of pocket stuff too. But it's all
Obviously,
Part
we
of
listen to
culture.
similar things like Post Malone.
yeah. Post Malone was my artist of the decade. But I didn't put him on my like 3
We play that song
albums.
Money.
Money Made Me Do It.
Yep.
Yeah, that one's so good from the Stony album. That
We
album's
listened to
really
who did
good.
we listen to in the car? You showed me.
We were listening to
The
the Strokes.
Strokes,
Yeah.
Never heard of them.
Their songs are so good.
Their instrumentals, like you said, are like.
It's
I really
very
like it.
like old school influence.
Yeah, but it doesn't sound like old school
Yeah.
music, if that makes sense.
A lot of their music, like their current, like that album I was showing you from 2020, it reminds me a lot of like the music that one song called Bad Decisions is like a lot of people were saying it's very similar to Dancing with Myself. I forget who that song's by.
I know what you're talking about. I don't
Billy
remember.
Idol, I think.
I don't remember
Like
right now.
Dancing with Myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's literally it's the same vibe as that and like from that era of music, but like they modernized it and keep their own like
Yeah.
twist to it, which I really like, that it's something different, but something so good and not like a weird different. You know,
Yeah.
not you're just like, okay, this is stupid.
This is stupid. I don't like this.
Yeah, he also has another band called The Voids. This same, like the Strokes singer, Julian
Mm.
Casablancas, has his other band from like years ago called The Voids, and they are very much noise rock. So it just sounds like a bunch of random stuff is happening at once. Some of their songs are actually good, but some of them are like, bro, why did you make this? It's like experimental music.
Yeah.
And he's just kind of like, well, I already have all this success. Why not do something else too?
Yeah.
Which is cool. But
What would your top 3 albums be?
My,
Since
like,
it's gonna be on the
favorite-
thumbnail.
I put the New Abnormal by The Strokes. That album we
Yep.
were talking about is what I would consider to be the best, one of the best albums ever made. Because if every single song on an album is good, then like, dang, that's a good album. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Usually it's like, a lot of songs have like a
Ones-
couple good songs,
Yeah.
and you're like, but I still like the album.
I had a lot of good songs. I haven't even listened to all of it.
Yeah.
So
That would be my number 1. Number 2, this is a controversial pick, but Tickets to My Downfall by Machine Gun Kelly, his like first pop punk album, is phenomenal. And people who hate him and hate that he does pop punk have even said that they're like, oh yeah, that album's really good, because it was produced by Travis Barker, the drummer for Blink-182. And he signed Machine Gun Kelly. So he also did the drums on that album. So it's very much like a old school pop punk album, which is why it's so good, in my opinion.
I am I am just getting into that kind of music.
Like pop punk.
Yeah, I went to I forgot to tell people. I went to Death Grips.
At Death Grips, that concert was on the news. I saw articles about
You
it.
did?
I did.
What
People.
did it say?
So they were like,
I haven't read them,
Death
but I was
Grips.
there.
they're like, Death Grips walks off stage after people throw glow sticks at them.
Yep, that's exactly what happened.
And it happened at JJ's in Fayetteville. There's news articles
I was
everywhere.
there.
I saw a TikTok that was saying about like, oh, why is Fayetteville in the news for like, and I was like, wait, what?
I
I
told
saw it on
you,
Facebook too.
bruh, the day before didn't I talked to you about this. I told you it'd be on the news. I was like, it's gonna be on the news.
I didn't
probably.
believe you though. I was like, and then you said that, and I was like, "There's no way they left." I thought you were
You're
like,
you're making.
I thought
that
you
up.
just like, they went off and then came back on for a second.
No,
No, they factually
They left the.
I
was
read-
there.
Yeah, didn't they leave? And then for like he
So
left.
So he
then he
got
came
hit
back.
a few times before with them.
Yeah.
And there was one time he got mad and he threw his mic on the ground.
Yes, I
it
saw
was
that.
hilarious.
That was in the article.
And people were not even paying attention. Like I could clearly see this man is mad at you guys.
Yeah.
He's not just standing there staring at you, not singing or anything, because
Yeah.
he was clearly upset.
Yeah.
So they just dipped, and I was like, it's gonna be on the news. That sounds like a made up story, but it's not.
That sounds like a made
And
up
now
story.
no one's gonna want to come to JJ's live.
I feel like, I don't know, like you said, racism. They just like,
We did
they
say
didn't-
that.
that
like,
was,
Mostly white crowd.
yeah, but like still, I've seen like other black artists come to JJ's and to Fayetteville, and people loved it. Freaking T-Pain came, not to JJ's, but like he came
Yeah.
to Northwest Arkansas, and everyone had a good time. Wu-Tang Clan came to the Walmart amp.
Yeah.
So like, why JJ's and why Death Grips?
JJ's is just not a good place, but Death Grips is a well known, like, I don't know how to describe the music. It's like punk.
It's like
Got some kind of
It's
beat, like rap beat.
hip hop,
Punk. I don't know how to
emo.
describe it.
Yeah,
Emo.
like hip hop, pop punk.
Yeah,
type.
the music was just loud as heck, and it was just him being like, "Rah, rah, rah." I'm
Yeah.
like, he's barking. I don't know what he's saying. He's speaking dog.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was kind of upset. I was like, the tickets were $52,
I know, and like
and
that's crazy.
he ended early.
That's so crazy.
So I'm like, dang, I think he stopped at like 9:30, and
Did
then
the show start like 7.
yeah, and then he freaking left, just dipped.
Everyone is on like the Death Grips like subreddit are saying that like they're never coming back to Fayetteville, and that
That's what I'm saying. They ruined it for people.
yeah, they're saying that they just ruined like that band coming anywhere near here ever again.
Yeah, I
And it's
know.
like, bruh, they're literally just ruining like shows and stuff. And they're like, whoever threw that stuff at him should be ashamed. Like, that is so stupid. Like, why would you?
Not ashamed, but like, do you not? Some people
It's just
don't like that.
disrespectful.
Some people don't like that.
It's if it was like throwing,
I feel like no one likes that though.
but like throwing something else that's not like a glow stick. Like, why are you throwing something that's kind of hard?
Hit him. Literally, I saw one fly and hit him right in the chest, and that's when he was like, he was talking to, I don't know if it's a stagehand or whatever, the guy up there on the
Security
stage.
or something.
It wasn't security though. He was talking to some guy, but I was like, I am for sure. He's like, dude, I'm leaving if they hit me
Yeah,
with one more
that's
thing.
stupid.
And he gave us one. What's funny is like he came back out and he gave us one more chance.
Yeah, that's
And then
what I
they
saw.
threw it again and hit him in
And
the
then he
chin.
was like,
Ah,
nah.
Fuck these people.
Yeah.
Sorry for the
essentially that.
language.
But essentially that, exactly.
Yeah.
That was wild.
It was terrible.
That's why you don't throw stuff at people on stage.
But not when it's an all right crowd and it's just like, you don't want to say that. I don't think they were being, but
There is
he could totally just lie and be like, those people were.
there is a thing that I've seen online
Garbage.
about like black people doing like making punk music, and everyone saying that they hate it and that it's trash. There's another
He's pretty good.
There's another band called Magnolia Park. I see them all the time on TikTok, and they're a pop punk band, but they mix like hip hop and R&B elements into their music. So they have
that's
like
my favorite.
so they have like rap,
R&B and
but
rap.
it's like pop punk guitars and drums, but he's like rapping over it type of thing. And people are like, this isn't pop punk. This is just trash
I'm
or
like,
whatever.
Never
It's like, bro, it's because he's
trash.
black, and you think that like you can't, like, black people can't make pop punk music.
That's why it's not like super popular for black people or African Americans to make music like that, because it's not.
stupid. I feel like they should be able to do whatever they want.
Yeah, But Death Grips was a well-known one, so it was kind of sad. But
Yeah.
it was so loud. I had to bring earplugs because I was right next. So JJ's Live accessibility is garbage. You need a ramp to get in, and then the accessibility seating is like to the left of the stage. Like I'm under I'm under a stairway, and I
you're
couldn't.
over there,
Yeah,
bro. Why can't you just go into
and
the
the
crowd?
stage is right in front. Even when I raised my chair up all the way,
So
I could barely
you were
record.
just right by the.
I was just
speakers?
looking at a stage, nothing else.
That's stupid. They should make it where you can just go wherever. Was it like
It was a small section with gates.
so you had
on
your
each
own
side.
section for like the
Yeah,
that's
pretty
so
much.
stupid. I know there's like a
So
general
literally-
admission in the back,
And one thing
then-
is like there's a guardrail, so like the people from the crowd, like John and Garrett, could not come over that way. They had to come around the building because
that's
it's
stupid.
blocked off.
That's so stupid.
It's like, no, you're disabled and you have to be by yourself.
Why can't you just go in where everyone else is? There's no stairs on the main, like where the pit area is.
I know. I'm like, the crowd was rowdy, but it wasn't that bad.
Just
There was enough room
honestly,
for me
you
to.
know where like, if you're looking at the stage to the right, there's like that bar. There's never anyone over there. That's where I always stand at JJ's.
Yeah, that's where people
There's
were
always,
standing. It's
like-
like in between the.
Yeah, there's always
The
like
bar
a
and the-
pocket of no one there. where
Yeah, that's where I
it's-
need to be.
yeah, it's over there, and it's like if you
Because
go
garbage,
back,
I can't see.
yeah, if you go back, it's where like security will be like, hey, you can't go, or like
Yeah,
they'll block people from general admission.
they don't say
coming
nothing to
the
me
other
though.
bar.
They're
Yeah.
just like, you're good, dude.
I didn't know that they had like disability seating
It
and
just doesn't even count as. It's not even.
you should
it's
have
some
just bought a
chairs,
regular
and I could
ticket and just
barely-
walked and just fucking
And I
went in.
couldn't move around very much, so
Wow,
that was my JJ's experience. That's why people don't go back.
right?
That's why people don't go to JJ's. But we've been to other shows together. I
Yeah.
forgot we could talk about that a little.
Yeah, we have
We talked about how we met.
mentioned it.
Yeah,
How we've been to like George's.
but never what shows they were.
I have found out that George's is in competition to be like they have like best venues in Northwest
They're
Arkansas,
definitely
and
one of the
George's
best ones.
is apparently in like the top 3 or 4.
I mean, that makes sense.
I mean, they have so many shows there. It's
But it's
all
nice.
local, but it's like sometimes
you're not
some
gonna worry
bigger
about the
artists-
crowd being
Yeah.
crazy. All the people are pretty cool.
I've seen some bigger artists there too. So
What concert was it that you were at that we met? Was it?
we weren't at a concert. We were just on Dixon.
Oh yeah,
Garrett's
with your
birthday.
friends. What was our first show though?
Something at
forgetting.
George's. It's always
See-
just something at George's.
See, I've gone to so many shows. I don't remember if
I don't remember
met.
who was playing.
if
Half
I
the time I
met
don't
you-
know any of the bands.
True.
Garrett's just like, hey, let's go to. You want to go to the show? I'm like, sure. And then I just show up.
We went to a show together with your girlfriend.
Yeah, we went to the
That was fun.
mixtapes. I've been to like other
Mixtapes are really good.
pop punk nights there with another band. I saw the mixtapes before we went another time there, and another band called The Phase opened up for them.
Yeah, it was Foggy Bobcat that I went to. One of
I
those
thought that was
concerts.
at Kingfish.
I think it was. Yeah.
That was during the summer on like
Yeah.
a random weekend.
That night was fun. There was
That
some
was
good
fun.
music.
Yeah.
Aaron Cam in the One Drops. He's like this reggae artist. That was a
I've
really
heard
good
of
show.
them.
Yeah, that was a really good show.
I don't know if I went to that show, but I remember seeing.
I've been getting more into reggae music, and his music is different. It's like really good though.
Yeah.
It's really good. I like instrumental songs more, kinda, to be honest. Not like just rap beats all the time.
Yeah. Reggae is very interesting type of music too.
Yeah, reggae is so like I learned that the one drop, that's how the drums are played in all reggae music. That's what one of the bands told me.
That's interesting.
It's like I can't remember how to describe it, but it's like a snare and then like together, and it's like how they play it is
Yeah.
called the one drop. That band gave me free stuff, bro. Let's talk about. People love to give disabled people free stuff when they go to shows.
A lot of swag.
They get you T-shirts, CDs.
Oh, those T-shirts are expensive too. It'd be like $35
George
a
at
t-shirt.
George's, I got a tie-dye shirt, and that thing was like $50.
That's because it was handmade.
And John bought it. I was like,
Well, he's got a little.
he
bit
got
of
some
money.
money. John is a cool dude.
Yeah, I like how he doesn't flex.
No, he
us.
never flexes.
He's just like, I'm just here.
He's a cool dude. He goes to a lot of shows.
Yeah.
When I met him, that's when like I started hanging out with them, and ever since then I've been going to shows.
Yeah,
Going to
it's a good time.
Dixon.
Yeah, Dixon's a good place to be always.
I forgot all we did that night, but that night was crazy.
We did so much random stuff.
I'm like, this dude, I guess, liked me so much he stayed around.
we hung
late.
out really late, and then
He introduced me to cider.
after
I really like
Curtis
cider.
picked you up, I think Emily drove us around, and like we just drove around randomly in Fayetteville until like she was basically our Uber driver. Like she just started like dropping people off.
What the heck?
Because I think I got dropped off, and I was like, well, I'm just gonna get a ride home with Emily, and just everyone was just like, oh, this is where I live, this is where I live, and there was just like
Oh my god.
5 of us in the back.
She would
Oh
do
no,
that.
we went to Whataburger. That's what we did.
Oh.
She drove us to Whataburger, and like everyone was like,
After I leave, I
Drunk.
don't know what y'all be doing.
yeah, everyone was like,
Y'all be
drunk.
getting lit.
It was really funny, but also just us just being dumb.
That's how it was on when we all hung out. There was so many dudes. Oh my god. It was like a crowd
Yeah.
and a crowd of dudes and their wheelchair friend. Y'all were
That's
all
how
like,
it is.
move out the way. Move.
Yeah, that's usually how it is when all of us hang out.
And we
on
need to do
Dixon.
that again. That's fun.
Garrett's birthday's coming
Yes,
up in
it's-
February, so
Yeah, we stay up late, but we need to do that for Garrett's birthday if he's in
it's
town.
probably the only thing he'll want to do for his birthday.
I know. Man was lit on his man was feeling
Hey,
good
It's your birthday. You can do whatever you want.
about how music is what we listen to now. Like how
Yeah.
I think my music was garbage when I was young. When I was
Okay.
younger,
When I was
Garbage.
in middle school, my music taste was absolute butthole. Like it
middle
was,
school, yeah, that was worse.
that was when I was listening to all that Christian stuff, and then I started
That was
getting
me.
into like rock music. People like Linkin Park and Papa Roach and 3 Days Grace were like the big metal. Now they're considered dad
It wasn't
rock.
until I got out of high school that I started actually feeling like my music was starting to get
Yeah.
better. And I
I still
more
go back to
options.
some of my high school music, and I'm like, oh yeah, this song is so good.
Yeah, there are songs that I have in my playlist still.
Do you know the
From
band
high
3 Days
school.
Grace? They're a Canadian rock band.
No,
Oh
I'm not.
my
Was never into
gosh.
rock music.
So
until
it's like
last
what
2
people
years.
consider divorced dad rock.
Divorced-
So like what white dads listen
divorced
to.
dad rock, like
They'd be
sad.
like, like Creed.
Oh, gotcha.
They're
sad.
Yeah. They're not really sad, but like sometimes very like rough, like
Divorced.
gruff, hoarse voice. Like
It's from all that crying.
the lead singer of 3 Days Grace is one of
Being
the
divorced.
best vocalists ever. And he's had like so many like lung surgeries and stuff like that because of his like voice
Jeez.
and also drug abuse until he went to
Oh.
rehab. He went to
That'll do
rehab
it.
and then he left 3 Days Grace and joined another band, but I don't like them. I don't like his new band. They're not that good. But yeah, a lot of where did you find music? Did you like if
This was
like your
before I had
friends,
Spotify.
did you go to like LimeWire? and
No, it
download
mostly was
music?
on the radio and CDs.
Bro, the radio I had growing up was like African music. So like I'm not listening to anything good on the radio.
South Africa.
It
yeah.
had to be like I needed like normal music. It's either it was CDs that were in my car, or I would have my MP3 player or my iPod Touch.
We
that I
never had
mentioned that.
iPods, but we had. When I was younger, we had those circle CD players, and you put the CD in.
Oh, like the ones that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I had that too.
I
And
grew
then I
up
got
on
a
those.
small MP3 player.
But that had an old school R&B. That had like Chris Brown on it.
Yeah.
Beyonce, Alicia Keys.
Yeah.
But those were the only songs playing on the radio most of the time. And then my mom, that's the kind of music she listened to.
Yeah.
I will just say this. I grew up with black music, like black artists and rappers. And I know more of those kind of artists than I do, white artists or other
that's
races.
fair.
It's mostly like black artists.
I only know black artists from the black friends that I had,
Mm.
but a lot of them didn't even listen to the like stereotypical like rap and hip hop. It was a lot of like local,
music where
yeah.
you lived.
yeah, which was weird. And I was like, I don't like any of his music. And then
His
I had
music
a
is
friend
garbage.
who was like a DJ, and he would DJ other like popular music too. And then I had other friends who were listening to rap and stuff like Nicki Minaj and stuff like that when that was popular.
I think what shaped me is more of the people around me, what music they were playing.
That's me too. I got
And
all
then
my
it
music
made-
from my friends.
And I think that's why my brother-in-law, he introduced me to so much music. Like, but I listen to mostly people like, when I tell people I listen to the most random songs that I don't half the time don't know where they're from or what the
we
title
were
is.
playing some songs in the car and just like skipping through them. I was like, it was like
It
rap,
That
One
irks.
Republic, and then like I was like, hey.
like literally, I know my playlist. If
Like
you look
black
through
music,
it,
black music, the whitest man alive,
black music, the whitest music you've ever heard.
which is fine.
I have some old 70s music too that's like, but it's black music. It's not white
because
music,
you were
never
saying
mind.
you listen to like old like funkadelic,
Oh my god,
and I was like, heck yeah, that music's so fun.
my
Like old disco
I
music.
showed my parents that and they're like, what is this? It was like, this music is on drugs. I'm like, they probably were.
They were most likely tripping on acid.
but
but
those songs are so fun
hey,
and good.
it's a good time. It was like back in the
But I
era
think
of the
it's
Bee Gees.
as I'm getting older, it's like I'm listening to music that's way past,
Yeah,
way before my time.
I started
you know?
listening to old music too, and I'm like,
As you become an
still
old
good.
man, you start listening
yeah,
to
but it's like
adult music, I guess.
I don't
know.
like any of the like new music that's coming out
I don't.
now.
Mine is all random underground artists, and then you have one song that pops up.
Yeah.
That's
I like
A Drake
2000s
song.
music, and then
or T-Pain or something.
yeah, like 2000s music, and then earlier than that is when I think music was good. There have been some good newer.
I mean, Lil Wayne, of
music.
course. I freaking love Lil
Oh
Wayne.
yeah, Lil Wayne is awesome.
So good. Even now, he's still relevant now. I
The
love it.
one thing I like about Lil Wayne is the way he uses samples in his music to like make the beat,
He's so freaking.
and it's just so creative.
The
And you're
best
like,
rapper,
I would
I
never
swear.
have thought he would have used this random like reggae sample to like make this song or whatever.
I would put him in my top 3 rappers.
yeah. A lot of- he's
universal in everything.
He has a lot of popular songs. A lot of people don't consider him to be like one of the best rappers, but I think he's really underrated in that sense, even though
He's
he
so
is very
underrated.
popular. He still has so
That's the
many
only
popular
like
songs.
really pop. Like I haven't listened to Drake since early Drake. I like early Drake.
A lot of people are
This
are
Drake
saying the
now
same
is
thing.
garbage. I'm sorry.
He is also just a pretty garbage person too, to be fair.
He's not a good human being.
No.
I'm sorry.
That's not, you don't have to apologize for Drake.
I am a Drake fan, but some people like my
He be
friends
trying
are
to
like,
hit on underage girls. No,
my
thank you,
friends
sir.
are like he's a pedophile.
Yeah.
I'm like, but his music is good back then.
So you're separating the art from the artist.
Yes,
That's fair, because he does have some good songs.
he has some really good ones, but I don't necessarily like him as an artist.
That's
I like a
fine.
few of his songs.
Also, listening to some songs of his on Spotify is not going to make him any money.
No, man,
He already
makes-
has too much money, so
He,
like,
he needs more though. I wish I had that much money. Geez,
I know, me too, but
this thing would be decked out. This thing
It
could
would
go like
have
30.
like, diamonds on it. a
Diamond,
blinged out chair. I'd be like, yeah.
diamonds in the wheels.
Oh yeah, that'd be sick.
My joystick was made out of
Like a big
a
diamond.
chain. Looks like a chain.
You just have chains all over it, gold chains.
It's like a cane.
Now at that point, you'd have the like mech suit wheelchair.
You're right.
You could like walk.
I would pay some engineers
No, they
millions
already
of dollars.
made that.
No, but that would work for me.
Yeah. I mean, you just gotta modify it to suit you.
Because as soon as you put a mech suit on me and my legs straighten, you're gonna break
No, what
some
if it's
tendons.
like an exoskeleton?
Like the Transformer movie, the new one,
No,
with the
the
Transformer
new
suit
one.
goes around him.
sure, like that.
I need to show you that freaking TikTok of Stephen Hawking transforming. It's hilarious. It's the funniest thing ever.
But so we also need to do the quiz.
Dude, if you even remember anything.
I do.
Okay.
I'm off the top of my head. I can remember. But I could also use your phone if
Your
I need
finger
to.
on your head.
So we're doing
He's got
a segment
superpowers.
called Kobe Has to Guess a Top 10 Spotify Artists
All right.
as of currently.
Right now?
Yeah. This was
Dang.
updated like yesterday when I was looking
Dang.
at it, or like a couple days ago. So it probably hasn't changed much, but
Is it old? Can I have a hint? One hint. Is
you've
it
already
old artist?
mentioned one of the artists currently.
Drake.
Yes. As of right now, he was number 1.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift is, I believe, number 2.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like maybe
I'm
Machine
pretty
Gun Kelly
sure-
would be on there.
No, I don't think so.
I don't know.
I wish he was on there, but he's
So
kind of
the-
hated by everyone, so they don't listen to
Drake,
his
Taylor
music.
Swift.
Another
This is harder
popular
than I
artist.
thought.
Yeah. There's another popular artist.
Is he an old artist?
Not early 2000s, a little bit past that.
Is Lil Wayne on there?
No.
Obviously not. It's relevant. It's music now, right
Yeah.
now. Dang, I am not updated on relevant
So
music.
I'll give you a hint. This artist
I can only guess Drake and
performed at the Super Bowl halftime show recently.
Rihanna,
No.
Beyonce.
One of them might be on there. I'm not
I
sure.
don't know. I thought I would get at least 5. I only know 2.
You do know one. I remember. Okay.
I could just
So,
look
yeah,
through that
Drake was
window
number
too.
1. Taylor Swift was actually number 3. That's my bad. So you're missing all the other ones. One of them is very prominent in the Latino and Latinx community.
Give me a sec.
Rapper.
I think I know.
He's a rapper.
I mean, if I can remember his name.
I don't listen to him, but
I
a
don't
lot of
listen to
people
Bad
do.
Bunny.
Yes. Bad Bunny's number 2.
And then Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift. And then a very popular Ginger.
What? No way. Really? What's his name? Redheaded. Oh my God. This is sad.
British.
Please just tell me.
You know him.
I know.
He has the album that's
listen-
an X and like the
I haven't listened to him in
plus
like
sign.
7 years.
yeah, he does Shape of You.
Oh my God. I'm going blank. This is
You
insane.
don't know
Ed
his name?
Sheeran.
Yes.
Gosh.
Ed Sheeran is one of them.
I was like, it starts with an E.
In between. No, you're
Ed
missing number
Sheeran,
4.
really? Ed Sheeran, I did not think would be on there.
You're missing number 4 as well.
I know this one.
Black artist.
Do I know most of these?
Yeah, you should know pretty much. At least have heard of them.
You said black artist.
Black artists.
2 Chainz.
No. Why would 2 Chainz be on
You
there?
never know.
Yeah, I do know 'cause I'm looking at the list. And 2 Chainz is not on there.
There's so many black artists. It doesn't
That's not a great hint.
narrow it down.
I said Super Bowl halftime show. Everyone was wearing like red jumpsuits and dancing. He does a song with Daft Punk. He also has a song about smoking weed, but it's not called that.
Wiz Khalifa.
No, it's
He
not
does smoke a
directly.
lot of weed.
It's not directly about smoking weed, but it's the effects of smoking weed.
I don't know.
That's not a great hint.
Just
Here,
tell me.
We'll move on to. Oh yeah, you should. Oh, we talked about number 10. It's a song that we both like. Together from camp. We literally talked about it today.
I don't.
My artist of the decade.
Oh. I'm already forgetting.
My artist of the decade. Money Made Me Do It.
Oh, Post Malone.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So Post Malone's number 10 on the
I
list.
can't remember. There was so much music we talked about.
One of them is a white rapper. The most popular white rapper.
Eminem.
Yes, Eminem is number 8.
He's on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 9 is a K-pop group. The most popular one. 3 letters. They have a song called Dynamite.
Dang it.
And Smooth
That's-
Like Butter.
That is the one I'm not going to get.
You don't know.
I've-
They're like the most popular.
I've heard that song, but I don't.
It's 3 letters. Their name is 3 letters.
I literally don't
They're
know.
in the army right now.
I literally don't know.
We'll come back to it. We also have, I think you're missing.
I don't listen to that kind of music.
No, one was the most popular
Mm-mm.
artist. All of the girls liked him. He does a song with the Kid Laroi.
Justin Bieber.
Yes. Of course he's
I'm
on
not
there.
surprised. Of course
Yeah.
he's on there.
And one of them, she was a former Disney star on the
Ooh.
Victorious, I believe.
Ariana Grande.
Yes. Okay.
My baby.
So
I love her.
She is number 6.
She's such a good
So
singer.
the only one you're missing is BTS.
B2 who?
BTS, the K-pop group, BTS. Smooth like butter.
I know that song, but
Undercover.
I
Yeah.
genuinely.
That is the top 10 right now.
That shows you how much I don't listen to
you
that
guess who
kind of
number
music.
11 was?
What?
Kanye. He missed the top 10.
You missed it. You know Kanye is losing his mind.
You know he probably doesn't care. He's already like a billionaire.
Yeah. He used to care, though. There have been times. It's been
Mhm. And then 12,
Kanye is the funniest rapper. Hands down the funniest one.
And then number 12 was J Balvin. And then it was Billie Eilish after that, number 13.
I know. Billie Eilish.
And then Coldplay.
It's crazy.
Juice WRLD didn't make top 10. He's number 15.
I thought, what? I thought he would be top.
You would think he'd be top 10, but apparently people like
He's
Bad Bunny more than Juice WRLD.
not. No.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
Did you say Rihanna?
I did say Rihanna.
18. She's number 18.
I'm like, Rihanna has to be on there.
Close.
What is Adele at?
Not even in the top 25.
Okay. You would think.
Imagine Dragons is beating Adele. Which is
I love Imagine Dragons, yeah.
Imagine Dragon D's nuts on your chin.
No, not
Got
on the
him.
podcast.
I'll cut that out, but I won't.
No, don't.
I gotta keep
That's
it.
hilarious.
Anytime someone mentions Imagine Dragons, you gotta throw
That
that
is
one
the
in.
worst one I've ever heard. Oh, it's terrible.
I
but
got a
it's
better
hilarious.
one.
I don't want to. Go ahead.
Okay. Do you want? So I have a CD collection. I have 2 CDs. You want 2 CDs nuts?
I already know that one.
It's better if you don't know that I'm making a D's nuts joke. Because then I can be like, bro, I got some new CDs. You want to check them out?
And I would fall for that.
I can
I'm
give you
someone who
2.
would
I
fall
can
for
give you
that.
2 of them. I can give you 2 CDs. 2 CDs nuts.
So dumb.
Anyways, let's move on from there.
I think this will be our last topic, or the last,
I think,
so we can end this. But
yeah, we're already almost at 40 minutes, so that's good.
I think music, for me, like currently, is just I want to play music every week that I'm unfamiliar with. I want to constantly be listening, flowing out music I've been playing too much. Basically,
I try
deleting
that.
it.
And then it
It
never
works for me.
I'm like, I hate.
I'm able to build the play. So it takes me about a year to build a playlist that's like right now I'm at 700 something songs.
I just have multiple playlists. I don't make just one.
No, I have one big one that's
Yeah.
all the liked ones, and then I put the liked ones into like categories.
Oh, okay. So you just
I spent so
put
much
them
time
in your
doing that.
liked songs,
Yeah.
basically, and then from there you split them
And
out.
there I go
Gotcha.
from that. Anytime I put a new song on my playlist, I put it into the DJ thing.
Oh, nice.
So when I'm DJing, I could literally look up any genre.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I could look up any genre, play the track on one side where it's just the song playing, and then I add it in and mute that side. Then you add the
Yeah.
song in, and then for some reason, like lately, I've been better at matching like the BPMs and the songs in general. Like certain genres are better if you like take a genre that's like R&B and the others like rock, and you just use a beat from that
Yeah.
and then the vocals from one. It sounds crazy.
I know we're gonna
I
have
just got to
to
get better at it.
do a session.
A session,
Once you
yeah.
keep practicing and get
Decent
better, we
at
can
it.
do like
Transitions.
we
and
can make an actual. We can have like a jam session. That'd be fun.
I need pauses. I need time to press pause and line it up and press
Yeah.
play. It's
Well,
really hard to line it up by
that's-
itself.
I was looking at like, 'cause for some reason on my TikTok I see a lot of stuff of like live DJ performances,
Oh, that's all I see.
and people are
They're
like
incredible at it.
talking about, you know how they're like the song's playing or whatever, and they're up there like twisting knobs and doing stuff, but it doesn't affect the song because it's just in their headphones because they're like queuing up the next song and changing effects to match it and do whatever they need to do for the transition or
again,
whatever. And you're
yeah.
like, what are they doing? Like nothing's
People think-
happening and they're just twisting knobs. It's like no, they're
people
getting
think
ready.
they're not doing anything.
I know. They just think they're just
No,
trying to
they're
look cool. It's like no,
they're
they're
adding.
actually
They're sometimes they're taking gain off the volume, or they're trying to make it
yes.
sound right. Like in mine,
Well, you can listen to
So, for
what
example,
you're queuing too, so they can just
some
mess with
songs
it.
the audio it still comes through a little.
Mhm.
So sometimes you have to filter it.
Mhm.
You have to filter it to make it where you hear the beat and not some background noise
Right.
that could be from the volume.
Yeah.
That's why, like in DJing, you want to find like, this is knowledge, but the green in most of them, the color is green when it has nothing behind it, when it has like no background volume or anything.
Yeah.
You can just take that, and that's what you want to DJ more than anything, because it doesn't have anything behind it. It's just straight vocals.
Yeah.
Um,
That's interesting.
but we need to have a session. That would be really cool.
Yeah, I'd be down. It'd be fun. We can jam it up.
I think that's it for this podcast.
Unless you can think of anything else. I mean, some of that time is going to be cut out anyway, so it'll probably be like 40 minutes, which is a good
I
thing.
could, yeah. I think, yeah, I really like music that, like, I do like the beat. I know people are like, I hate that. My mom, these lyrics are terrible, Kobe. Why would you listen? I'm like, it's not influencing me to do crime or to
That's not what music does.
to
either.
you.
It's a lot of music.
Like
is
back
like
in the
cultural.
old days. Back in the old days, it was like, music was like, that's devil music. Rock is
Yeah.
devil music.
It's the rebellion.
But how did you grow? Like, what do you like? Are you aware of what your parents listen to? Kind of, because when I listen,
my parents
I
be-
make fun of them
My
all
dad
the time.
likes jazz, dude. My dad will listen to like classical music. And
That's old school.
yeah.
I'm like, you're so old.
Bro, my parents are old.
Some of their music is like
Yeah.
old rap, and I'm like,
My parents
some of it's good, but some
listen
of
to
it's
like worship
garbage.
gospel music.
That's
They
not,
like folk music too.
It's okay. Yeah, folk music.
Because my
is
mom's
always-
from Oklahoma, so
like folk music for me has
Yeah.
been just with you guys.
yeah.
Just
I
with
listen like my
white friends.
favorite like folk music is like Mumford and Sons.
I know the Mumford
I
and
love
Sons.
Mumford
I
and
like
Sons.
them too.
That
They're
I
really
also
good.
listened to them in high school because all my
I'm
friends.
starting to like indie music more. Though.
Yes,
That's
I
really
can.
good.
I can put you on indie music because that's all I used to listen to. So after I graduated high school and was listening to rock, I had an indie music phase. Because all my
Everyone does.
friends at like I went to JBU and all my friends listened to indie music because that's what the cool kids listen to there for some reason. I don't know, but random indie music was what I was listening to. Stuff like Colony House, which was not local, but it's technically they were a Christian band, except they weren't. Just the members were Christian. Like, if you know who Stephen Curtis Chapman is, he's like a famous Christian singer, just plays like guitar or something. But his son made a band called Colony House, and they played at George's. That was like the first concert I ever went to.
Cool.
And their music is more like pop indie. Like Walk the Moon?
Yeah.
It's like that, but less Shut Up and Dance song.
Yeah, I get you.
But like same area of like, if you listen to Walk the Moon, you probably listen to Colony House. And then after that, I started getting back into my pop punk phase, which has never gone away. And it never will.
Mine is, I'm
'Cause
starting to get into pop punk.
I didn't get a
funk.
pop punk phase in high school because I
Getting
just
into punk a
didn't
lot.
listen to it.
Death Grips was so good. I'm sorry. People might hate it. My mom was like, probably like, that's evil music.
Well, when they hear the pop punk music that I'll show you, they'll be like, you are going to hell. I don't listen to like death metal though. I hate
I
hate
to
death metal.
No.
I hate when the entire song is just screaming. I can
Death
appreciate
Grips is not like that.
I can appreciate a song that has like a little bit of heavier vocals every once in a while. Or like for emphasis.
Not overdoing it.
Yeah. So
That's just annoying.
I like metalcore, and metalcore does that too, where it'll be some screamy parts for like a couple sentences, and then it'll be like actual good vocals. And dang, some of those people can sing
Yeah.
and scream, but it doesn't sound
That's hard to do.
screamy.
That's hard to do, though.
Yeah.
I can imagine doing that every day.
I've seen TikToks on how to do it, and I'm like, that's just yeah. It's like Fry screaming. It's like how to scream without ruining
That's
your
how you-
lungs.
You're
And, like,
ruining your
vocal
throat,
cords.
though. Your vocal cords.
Yeah, it's a different thing. It's like less deterioration if you were yelling.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's like an art.
It is.
It's the same as like learning how to rap.
No
You
one
have to
can do
learn
it.
how to scream.
You got to learn how to do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to have the lungs for it.
It's very interesting. I like different artists that have different types of vocal sounds.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're different than other artists. One I would say
I
is
don't know if you've heard of the
Pierce the
Big
Veil.
Sad. They played at George's.
That's My Life Every Day is the Big Sad.
They are good. They are good.
Are they like pop punk metal?
No,
They're
it's
just
jazz
Jazz.
and like punk music, like rock music together.
Are they on Spotify?
They should be.
Okay, I'm gonna look that up because I'm intrigued.
YouTube,
now.
maybe.
I'm intrigued.
She adds like a screaming element, but it has freaking saxophone in the background,
Okay,
like jazz.
now you got
Punk.
me interested. That
It's
sounds
like
cool.
a few different genres. I feel like I can't explain it. It's so good.
That sounds interesting.
Like literally, she'll start screaming, and there'll be jazz music behind it.
Okay, that's actually kind of cool. I gotta look that
I
up.
like the Big Sad a lot. I want to listen to it. I want to see if they have a concert this year.
Coming up somewhere nearby. Yeah.
We could road trip it or something.
Yeah. Maybe they'll come back to Fayetteville.
I think they will.
Probably.
Death Grips, just go to George's or don't go to JJ's.
Death Grips just don't come here anymore.
Just forget
At
about
this
us.
point, just go to Oklahoma, and I'm sure they'll treat you better there.
Yeah.
And if anyone from here wants to go see them, they can just go over there.
I don't know. I don't think people at George's would throw glow sticks at you, buddy.
They could go to Cane's Ballroom in Tulsa.
Never heard of that.
It's one of the biggest venues in Tulsa for like small, like local.
We
I've been
should do
there.
that one time.
I've been there. I saw so many indie bands there. Do you know who Two Door Cinema Club is?
You're gonna have to
I'll put you on them as well as
You're gonna
like
have to
the
put me on.
Bleachers.
more music.
So, do you know the band The Bleachers?
I'm clueless.
Jack Antonoff is the lead singer. He was in the band Fun.
Clueless.
You don't know Fun? They had that song that's
No.
like Tonight.
Oh, yeah.
We
I don't know
are young."
names.
Yeah, so he was in that band. Then he made the
I like that
Bleachers,
song.
and it's the same vibe, but really good. I saw them at George's, and he is fantastic live. A couple other bands like that. Not at George's, Cane's Ballroom.
Kane's Ballroom.
Yeah, they also do a lot of like pop punk shows there too. It was a band called the Wonder Years.
Is it a big venue or like what is
It's about the same size as JJ's without the top part upstairs.
Gotcha.
No upstairs. It's a ballroom.
Gotcha.
It's like
Well, in the name, clearly.
yeah. So it's just like it used to be a ballroom, and now they use it as like in a place where people go. Owl City was there. You don't know who Owl City is? They did the song Fireflies.
Yes, I know that
Yeah.
song.
I don't listen to any other music, but that was a
Me
staple
neither.
of the 2000s.
That was.
They were there for some reason recently, and so was Bastille.
You could believe your eyes.
You know Bastille, British. They do the song Pompeii.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they were there too, which was random. I was like, they haven't been making music since like 2012 or something.
I
But-
used to be my sad boy phase was like the Lumineers,
Oh yeah,
and like that was my cry music.
That's-
dog.
that's like what peak indie music. That's about all the time we have for this episode. Thank you guys for watching.
Peace.
Peace out, guys.